Hey, I'm Shy Fox, and in this tutorial I'll show you how to get new fonts into Clip Studio Paint for your PC or for iPad. I'll show you how to get these fonts for free and fonts that are also for commercial use. If you use Clip Studio Paint, then be sure to subscribe so you can get more Clip Studio Paint tip videos like this one. So to start, we are going to go get some fonts. The website that I like to use is called 1001fonts.com, so I'm going to go to that site. I'll put the link for this site in the description. So once you get to it, 1001fonts.com, we're going to go to font categories, and then we're going to go to, on the far right, we have under special, free fonts for commercial use. And I'm just pointing you in this direction because it is just wise to, first of all, be aware that you can get commercial free fonts. And that means that when you're making artwork for comics or like a children's book, a poster, anything that you're going to sell, a logo design, that you are allowed to use these fonts, that you're not technically breaking, the rights of the other fonts on here. And what the rights are for those. So anyway, I personally always play it safe and get commercial free fonts to my PC. You can also purchase the rights to use fonts. You can look into for each individual font. I did for my Shy Fox logo and spent about $10 to own it going forward for commercial use. So anyway, you can test the font that you want to use. So let's do hello. I'm Shy Fox. And we can see how that's going to look in each of these individual fonts. Nice. So I'm going to go ahead and pick one. Also, while I'm looking for a font, it is important to note that you don't want to go to just any old website to download fonts from. You want to be, safe out there with the websites and that you're not downloading some sketchy stuff while you're downloading a font. So be careful what sites you're going to. So just double check that they are reputable. Okay, I'm just going to pick this one, Good Dog Plain. Everybody likes dogs, right? So I'm going to just download. Okay, I'm going to open it up and extract what's in here. Now you may find there's OTF files and TTF files. They are both font formats. The OTF is considered better. It's supposed to be a more advanced and versatile format built on top of the older TTF format, according to Google anyway. So ideally we will choose the OTF, but if it's not there and we're left with a TTF, we can still use TTF. So in this case, we only have a TTF, so we're going to use the TTF. Let's extract it. I have a fonts folder on my computer, so I just extracted it to a fonts folder. And sometimes with these, you'll see lots of different files as well. You'll get multiple TTF and they'll be like alternate versions of the font. Maybe some are bold, italics, whatever. It just gives you options. For example, this other one has like other things in it, like a notepad text file, like a TXT and other things. You don't need any of that. You just need the TTF or the OTF. At this point, let's make sure we close Clip Studio Paint out. We do not want it open, so I just closed it on my other monitor. And then to install it, we're just gonna double click it and click install. It's very simple. Let's open Clip Studio Paint back up. Hello, and then we will change this to our new font, which was called Good Dog something something, right? Oh yeah, Good Dog right here. Cool. Boom. And now we have the font able to be used. Very cool. One thing to keep in mind, if you're not finding your font in there, you can always close Clip Studio Paint, reopen it again just to get it to work. But sometimes I've seen fonts that I've downloaded at the very bottom. See, these ones are called Effortless Regular, Hey whatever, and Moon Bright, and these ones show up at the very, very bottom for some reason. I don't know why they're not categorized with the rest of the alphabet. Moving on to the iPad now, we will want to close out Clip Studio Paint as well again. So let's get Clip Studio Paint closed out and make our way to 1001 fonts again. Okay, this time I'll pick a different font this time. We're under the commercial free use again, which is good. Let's go with Monster Ad Bold. Download. I don't actually might already have this one, but I'm going to grab this one. So download. We're gonna say yes, make sure it prompts that. I had to click it twice to get it to go. At this point, we're gonna go download an app called iFont. Literally go to your app store and type iFont. And when I did this earlier, I had an update, so you can always go and check and see if you need to update. So anyway, I'm gonna click open. I've already got installed, so go ahead and install this app. Now we wanna make our way back to where we downloaded that new font that we want. Downloads, okay, here it is. We're gonna click on, I literally just clicked the Montserrat zip folder that we have there, and it generated and it extracted the folder right here. So now I can click that folder. And this one is also just a TTF, but again, if we have an OTF file, we'll prioritize that. And see, this one has the bold as well as the regular. So I'm just gonna take the regular. You don't have to take everything. So I'm just gonna move this to a new folder that works for me. Okay, I guess I stuck it here. So here it is. And at this point, we want to actually open it. I just directly click on it, and then in the top right is the little square with the up arrow. Click that, and we will go to our iFont program. And if it doesn't show up, just click more, and it should come up for you. Okay, where is it? Montserrat, scroll down, alphabetical order. Here it is, and then we have the option to install. And this is going to prompt you through a couple things. This website is trying to download a configuration profile. Do you want to allow this? Yes, we do. So let's allow. So that's all we have to do for this step. The next step, we actually have to go into our settings now of our iPad and download that profile, like get that profile into the iPad. So go into your settings. Now you should have a little box on the left right under your like name and stuff that says profile downloaded. So click that, and literally you click it and it should give you the option to install. So now we hit install. It's warning, whatever. Install. Profile installed. Done. And if you hadn't closed out of Clip Studio Paint, you can do that. Reopen it just to make sure it's going to work. And I am again going to test it out. Oh, hello. And here it is, Montserrat. Boom, did that work for us? Montserrat. This is kind of a basic looking font, but it did work. And now I'm changing it to say goodbye because we are finished with our tutorial. If this was helpful, then comment. I respond to about 99% of comments, so I always appreciate you guys who do that. And subscribe if you need more Clip Studio Paint or art tutorials from me. And if you want to comment your favorite font that you found, would love to hear what your favorite is and perhaps where you got it from. Bonus points if it is free for commercial use. All right, you guys, have a good one. Bye.